Guys, we're back today out here at Kingsway Golf Centre to review the new P770 iron from TaylorMade. Remember, if you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So TaylorMade have done it again. They've brought out a new P770 iron. They stay in this family. Every 2 years they recycle this product. They give it an upgrade, they give it a facelift, and this particular version looks absolutely insane. Completely differently from the back. Got a new power bar at the back, looks clean, looks slick. They've sharpened up the leading edge. You know, the problem when you do something like this with an iron, TaylorMade don't need to do too much to it to make it that much better. 33-degree loft in a 7-iron. It's that kind of model that for a player that wants a bit of power, wants a bit of speed off the face, but also wants that feel. If you just wanted pure and utter power and speed, you'd look at the P790 range. 770, slightly smaller head, a little bit leaner on the top edge. They've just smartened it up, and you know, sometimes you don't need to revamp and recreate the wheel, right? You just need to tidy something up. P770 as an iron, I mean, in your bag it is going to look unbelievable. It's time to give it a hit. I've hit a couple of shots already, and my first reaction is that the feel of this thing is brilliant. A little bit clickier than I'm used to from a 770 iron. 790, I normally expect that clickier finish and that kind of clickier feel off the face. A little bit clickier than the previous model, but it looks fantastic. But let me hit a few shots for you and let's get some numbers. So as the sun is shining, we thought we'd bring TrackMan out onto the grass, out onto the range, and hit some shots out here. It's a lovely setting here this morning. So excuse me if I'm going to squat down and have a little look at the numbers as I see them. But overall, I mean, when you lay this iron down, it's a 770, right? I don't really know what else to say about it. It is really clean, really tight, really neat. But I think we need to see some numbers. So let's see if we can do it a bit of justice and hit some shots. So I'm hitting this just for disclosure. We're hitting this Dynamic Gold Mid 115. Let's have a go. Sounds lovely, that. Really, really nice. Let's have a look at that numbers. 114 ball speed off a 7-iron's pretty good. 160k, a little bit height, a little bit flightier. Good land angle, 50 degrees. That was lovely. That was ripped off the face. It feels really solid, this iron. I always think that they do a really good job in this P series range, and like I've said earlier, if it's not broken, sometimes you don't need to fix it, you just need to polish it a little bit and tidy it up, and TaylorMade have certainly done that with this iron. It's not the biggest of launches for them, so in terms of what you'll see out in the marketplace, you know, 770 is a small market for them compared to 790, and obviously they're in this area, the QI range this year. But it is something that they should be proud of, and something that they should actually probably should be shouting a little bit more about. I think in terms of comparison, you would see this a bit against your T150. I think that's where you'd see this in the market. 245 as well. You'd probably sometimes, size of a 243 in Mizuno, but actually from a power perspective, 245. I think it's going to have a big competitor coming up with Callaway at the moment. We've got that due to talk about soon, but these two sort of players type irons, forgiving players irons if you want to call it that, are definitely going to be, I think you're going to see more and more of them. So let's see if we can get a bit more numbers. Really good ball speeds off it. Normally when I've hit previous 770s, I've noticed the ball speed drop. On that occasion there, 126 ball speed, and that wasn't hit particularly well. 180 carry, just beautiful off the face. I could really play with these irons. Obviously you've seen the videos, I've got the previous model and I really enjoyed that as well, so there may be a little bit of bias in there. Just a really poor swing. Let's try and hit a good one. But again, that's a good one to look at, right? Is that the swing wasn't great, strike wasn't great, but we've still got out there enough numbers in there. 124 ball speed, there wasn't a big drop up. 175 carry, so really good. So let me just try and hit a good one. Just love the flight on this thing. So forgiving. for such a good looking iron. It's so forgiving. It definitely is going to put, for me, and I've really enjoyed hitting the T150 this year in test, in the battles that we've had. Definitely enjoyed hitting that, and I think this is going to be a real good competitor for that iron. So is it one more? Yeah, just absolutely superb iron, looks great, feels great. 770 rehashed, relaunched. This iron is definitely going to be one to put in the fitting bay this year. So the AF Golf Store score for the new P770. Well, let's start with the look. Overall, they haven't changed too much in terms of look down. A little bit sharper on the front edge, a little bit leaner on the top edge, but like I said, they don't need to change too much. In terms of the back, I think the back is an improvement. It's going to give you a huge amount of rack appeal and really look quite cool in your golf bag. So from a wow factor, yeah, it looks good there. From a wow from the top, okay, well, you've kind of seen it before. It's not going to be too dissimilar. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10, just because you can't really change it too much. So it's what you would expect. In terms of feel, well, I said it's a little bit clickier off the face. It definitely feels more powerful. Ball speeds with this thing were brilliant. So in terms of the feel, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think the feel is really, really good, and I think it's going to open the market up a little bit more. The power in this iron is going to open the market up a little bit more for this particular product. It might steal some of the P790 customer and player, because actually, if you do like that thick, leaner top edge and you want to have something that has the power, then this could be it for this year. In terms of the custom options, well, we talk about this all the time. They have a huge range of custom options. I always like a player's iron that can blend as well. So I like the idea that you can blend this with 790 and the new CB range as well. So I like that ability to custom, because custom fit isn't just about length, lie and grip. It's really about how you set that bag up for that player and customize the entire set. So I'm going to give that a 7. No, I'm not. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of price, well, they're coming out around the 180 mark for an iron, which is not uncommon in this particular market. So you can't really say it's expensive or cheap. It's kind of what you would expect from this type of product. So overall, I think it's priced fairly at 8 out of 10. In terms of overall performance, well, this is a good range for TaylorMade. It works brilliantly. It does what it says on the tin. It's not going to be their mass market, but the performance overall, the ball speeds off this were really, really good. Like I said, I think it's going to be comparable to the T150 that Titleist released last year. So overall, I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. So P770 from TaylorMade comes out at 39 out of 50. So there we go, guys, a nice quick review for you there of the P770 launching this August with TaylorMade. A brilliant product, great additional to the range, a little bit of a facelift. I hope that was helpful, and I hope next time you're in a fitting studio looking for a set of irons and you're this type of golfer, that you'll give this thing a try. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.